Dear friends, good morning. I, Jaswant Singh Kailasia, welcomes you in our YouTube channel Parat Germinates the Democracy. This channel also having an Hindi version named as Parat Loktantra Ka Ankuran. We are also available on different social media platforms. By observing the description of this channel, you can see them. All these social media platforms are officially platforms of the newly launched political party, Proportional and Rational Representatives Alliance of Democrats. The abbreviation is PARAD. This nomenclature is just like the political parties AIDMK in Tamil Nadu and AIMIM in Andhra Pradesh are there. The Hindi name of this party is लोकतांत्रिकों का समानुपातिक एवं हेतुक प्रतिनिधि जनसमूह. In Hindi, it is also pronounced as Parad. We consider that this political party is first and the only political party of India. That means all other political parties of India are part and parcel of ruling class of India. We have prepared a very comprehensive vision document of our party. Our party's vision document is purely scientific in nature with elementary principle of public representation, democracy and political science. Hence, through this channel, we are presenting the contents of some important chapter of the vision document by reading directly the contents. In this episode, we are presenting the second part of chapter of the vision document, chapter number 6. The title of this chapter is A Brief History of Foundation Stone of Establishment of Democracy in Modern India. I repeat the title, A Brief History of Foundation Stone of Establishment of Democracy in Modern India. I read the second part of this chapter. Therefore, as we see and study of several important sequence of events in the history of course of transfer of power from first round table conference 1922 to Independence Day 1947, we reveal that the most important historical event is that the Communal Award 1932 by the British government. In this award, it was guaranteed to ensure public representations to all different communities, groups of peoples, ethnic groups in proportional to their population. It is a very sad and pathetic thing that this historical provisions is known as and understand in the context of scheduled caste only. Though if we see these provisions by clubbing with Government of India Act, where for almost all communities, classes, ethnic groups done by British government, in these provisions Hindus, that is Chaturvarnas, backward caste, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, Muslims, Sikhs, Europeans, Anglo-Indians, Christians, Marathas, etc. have been covered, and for them elections to their own candidates were ensured amongst their own respective communities in proportionately as per their population percentage. So also the same provisions were also ensured for women, laborers, merchants, industrialists, mine laborers, landlords, and for laborers working in tea gardens, etc. But M.K. Gandhi and other leaders having theocratical mentality expressed their oppositions and displeasure against only to the provisions of separate electoral of backward caste, scheduled caste and scheduled tribes up to extreme limit that M.K. Gandhi undergone for fast until death. These were two reasons for oppositions of theocratic leaders, as finally the theocrats never wanted that the revolutionary, missionary and the members having fighting spirit from the backward caste, scheduled caste and scheduled tribes communities can be sent to or elected to in the state assemblies and central councils, so that these communities may establish their independent identity and can be developed in all sphere of life. So also the leaders, those were having theocratic, feudalistic mentality, they were not wanted to people from as scheduled caste and scheduled tribes and backward caste communities can be liberated from the cycle of subjectness, that is mental slavery of Hindu Varna system. The second reasons of oppositions of this Government of India Act, which was more dangerous than first one, was that these provisions of effective and the proportional real public representatives were becoming as dangerous to all the Congress leaders having theocratic mentality in this manner that due to these provisions the cultural, theosophical, political dominations over these ethnic groups, communities shall be wiped out. In this aspect, there are some other facts, those are needed to discuss here. As we all know that in the democracy, head count has a most importance. On what grounds common men make a different groups, a different class or a society? It depends on several factors, that is traditionally which faith, religion they profess and what type of culture they are associated with. All these same bases are become for acceptance their religious, social, cultural, political leaderships to give regard and recognize to their respective leaders, as it is natural and phenomenal that when a community is differentiated as to religion, faith and culture, then a well acceptable leadership also start to emerge from this community. Only with newly emerged leadership result into diminishing the head count for a particular group or society. This fundamental can be understood with this example that when Dr. Ambedkar emerged as a different strong leaders for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe and backward class, then this thing appeared as a very bad to M.K. Gandhi and other Congress leaders. Those were having theocratic mentality. The leadership of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar appeared to M.K. Gandhi as to disgusted that in Round Table Conference, London and in media, he openly declared that and stated that Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is not the leader representative of the SC, STs and OBCs. Hence, he cannot pursue the causes of them, but only I am the leaders representative. I am means M.K. Gandhi, leader representative of SC, STs and OBCs, and only I can pursue the causes of them. If we study minutely regarding seat allotment with special reference to power of number to different ethnic group, classes, caste groups, communities for central council and state assemblies accordingly to the provisions of Government of India Act 1935, we observe that there was not a vast difference in between the total number, that means 86 plus 657 is equal to 743 to 743 of Hindus general class seats and number and members of Muslim seats, that is 82 plus 463, 545 seats. In Central Council, there were only 4 seats, and in all 11 states, 194 seats were more to Hindus. But most important and the mentionable fact is this: rest of the other groups, caste, communities, ethnic groups were not having attraction and affiliation towards the biggest group of Hindus because of the religious, cultural, theosophical values and due to Varna system, casteism practiced by the Hindus. But they were having attraction and affiliation towards second largest groups, means Muslims. The leaders having theocratic thinking were well known to the fact that in future of purpose of majority seats, if alliances is needed, then definitely there shall be strong possibility of other similar groups shall be attracted towards the Muslim groups. Such type of fear was in the mind of leader, those were having theocratic mentality, especially Congress leaders. Hence, in one side, the leaders having theocratic thinking were well known to the fact that in future, for purpose of majority seats, if alliances is needed, then definitely there shall be strong possibility of other smaller groups shall be attracted towards Muslim groups. Such type of fear was in the mind of leaders, those were having theocratic mentality, especially Congress leaders. Hence, in one side, theocratic leaders in these Congress leaders were also there, started to roll up to backward castes, scheduled castes and scheduled tribes in their Hindu fold and loudly held as you are also Hindu, you are also Hindu, so that their head counts may be increased. Along with this, they have started their religious agenda. In this agenda, declaration of establishment of Ram Rajya were several was served as fuel into fire. The ill effect of this declaration in the mind of non-Hindus communities, especially of Muslims, resulted as a fear that they were started thinking that after transfer of power by Britishers, all the Hindus, ex-kings, Hindus feudals, Hindus landlords and heads of Hindu princely states, combining with leaders of Congress party, those are having theocratic mentality, shall be established a Hindu theocratic states. Means while during this sequence of events, Congress party started neglecting the Muslim leaders in parties organizations and started discrimination. These Muslim leaders were also, the Muslim leader also complained regarding all these things before the Governor General, but the Governor General did not give any attention to these complaints. All these facts are registered in the history. In other side, because of the agenda of the Hindu Rashtra, of Hindu Mahasabha and RSS, those were propagandized very effectively and loudly in the mind of Muslim of undivided India. So many fear and doubts have been taken places. All these developments very badly resulted that where there were majority populations of Muslim, they formed their own countries, states by splitting from India as Pakistan and East Pakistan. When Britishers leave India after this process of formation of constitution, its adoption and implementation started, so also reformation of states, determination and the delineation of boundaries of Lok Sabha constituencies, states assemblies, seats and seats of MLCs, etc. Along these activities, creation of so many constitutional institutions and authorities, etc., taken place. But where all these happened and things took place where not happened took place according to the logistic, scientific, rational, sociological, jurisprudential principles, and not followed basic democratic principles. All these negative developments badly resulted as that in the name of so-called democracy, those seats were shown on the soil of theocratic autocracy, and today the ruling class of India harvesting these crop of theocratic states by converting this democracy into mobocracy. The real intellectuals understand very well all these our things. What the Parad formulated and proposed a scheme of public representation. Behind this, all the historical, sociological grounds, regions, and principle of political science taken into consideration as described above. Hence, the Parad claims logistically that so long as the public representation could not be established according to the proposal scheme, till then not only in India, even in whole of this Indian subcontinent, peace, prosperity, human development in real sense that of Millennium Goal 1925 determined by the United States Organization could not be possible to achieve. Friends, with this we conclude this episode here. At present, we are not requesting you to subscribe, like and share our channel, but requesting that kindly view at least 10 to 15 videos, then we believe that definitely you shall be subscribe, like and share our channel and shall be ready to associate with the Parad with missionary zeal. Thanks for being with us and viewing full episodes. Namaskar.